My name is Jay Lancaster, reporting to you from isolation, and now with a beard. I don't know how that happened. So, like many of you, I've been watching a lot more movies and TV shows, and I often get asked the question, what am I watching, and what should I be watching on X platform, or just in general? So, I thought it'd be kind of fun to make sort of a book club, but for movies and TV shows. So, I went through all the streaming services I personally have access to, and picked one movie or TV show, and I'm going to talk about each of them in a quick synopsis, and you can use the comment section where I will respond to any questions people have about them, or things that people might want to know, or just they want to discuss the show. Now, these aren't full in-depth reviews. These are mostly just kind of snippets, my first impressions of things, and some basic recommendations. So everything here I enjoy. I'm also going to try to avoid either sequels or anything that I talk about on Twitter all the time. So as much as I would tell everybody to go watch Community on Netflix, I talk about it enough already that I don't really need to recommend it. Although you should watch Community on Netflix. Hashtag and a movie. So with all that out of the way, let's just take a look at some films and TV shows that I would recommend you watch while you're in isolation. From Netflix, my recommendation is Molly's Game from 2018. If you don't know, I'm a huge fan of the Aaron Sorkin NBC series The West Wing, as well as the screenplays from movies like The Social Network and The American President. But in his directorial debut, he takes a look at the story of Molly Bloom, the poker princess of LA and New York. It's an interesting look at a story I personally didn't know about before seeing the movie, and it's incredibly well written, well directed, and well acted, especially by leads Jessica Chastain and Idris Elba. Fair warning, it might be the most Aaron Sorkin-esque Aaron Sorkin movie, with incredibly lengthy monologues that can take good chunks of screen time done entirely in voiceover. So if you're not a fan of that style of writing, this might not be your best bet. On Hulu, I'm recommending Bumblebee. Transformers. What a weird franchise. In a sea of mediocre sequels of tumbling metal and 3-hour runtimes, Bumblebee is a fun teen movie with a great sense of action and rhythm. It's got a great heart at the center of it, and fantastic performances by leads Haley Steinfeld and a surprisingly compelling John Cena. It's 100% the best Transformers movie, and if you're looking for a quick action movie with little fluff, it's pretty good and something you should check out. On Disney Plus, I'm recommending Prop Culture or Disney Gallery: The Mandalorian. So these are two shows and one is ongoing, so I really did give up the rules for this service, but both of these shows are absolutely fantastic for people who are really into film production. Prop Culture is a show that focuses on collector and executive producer of Mystery Science Theater 3000: The Return, Dan Lanigan, as he tracks down props from classic Disney movies. It's a good show with a lot of time and attention given to each movie and prop, with some really fantastic guests and film historians who pepper each episode with insight in the production of the film. It's not a great show to binge watch, as the formula will start to settle in very quickly. I actually really hope it gets a second season to explore some movies outside of the Walt Disney Productions banner. Maybe some of the movies acquired in the Fox buyout? Maybe an episode about my favorite movie of all time, The Princess Bride? And by the way, if somebody from the production of Prop Culture finds this, I really don't want money. Just please let me be in the episode about The Princess Bride, because I'd probably cry and I think there'd be some compelling television there. As for Disney Gallery: The Mandalorian, I mean, what else can I say? It's a roundtable discussion about one of the best new shows of the last year. The first episode is about the directors of season 1 of The Mandalorian, and it's fantastic. It takes a look at each director, their previous work, and their relationship with Star Wars. The second that is up right now is a bit less focused, but it's also very interesting, with several people who worked at Lucasfilm during the prequel era of Star Wars giving their thoughts about working there at the time. Give it a watch if you've got an hour to kill, it's great. On HBO Go, I'm recommending Cowboys and Aliens. Speaking of Jon Favreau, this is one of his movies that is pretty much never talked about, but upon rewatch, this was a pretty fun Western action flick with a really cool science fiction spin. Both Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford are great in their respective roles, and the science fiction elements are really fun and well developed. Is it perfect? No, it's got a lot of issues, and it's very, very cheesy, but if you're looking for something that is dumb, turn your brain off, and enjoy some good science fiction, but you also like a little bit of Western, it's a really good time. On Amazon Prime Video, I'm recommending Never Surrender, a Galaxy Quest documentary. Alright, this might be the most weird choice for a movie in this list, but I really enjoyed this documentary about probably the best Star Trek movie ever made. Yes, that was a joke. It's an interesting peek behind the curtains at a movie with a very interesting production history and the fan reception to it. It might be a bit overinflated about its own importance from the actors and creators of the original film, but I mean, every documentary about a single movie kinda has that issue. All in all, it's a really solid watch.
As just a quick overview of some of the things I've been watching, feel free to watch any of these and talk about them in the comments section. I'll see you all at Film Club whenever I want to do this again. I don't know if this is going to be a series or not.